Last night, the all-out assault continued. Howard Dean was appearing with Keith, oh my God, Keith Olbermann on, you got it, MSNBC. Howard Dean, he finally showed up somewhere. My gosh.
Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
Yeah, well, they got it, all right. It's funny that he showed up over in Keith Olbermann. I mean, this is a guy, the highly informed Keith Olbermann. He knows nothing about politics. He knows nothing about economics. He knows nothing about journalism. And he, by the way, is the lefty of choice for the lefties all over this country. I talk about a complete, utter moron. He puts, he really put the M in MSNBC all by himself. But now he's got a lot of company over there. But it's interesting that Howard Dean has resisted responding to 5 of our calls, inviting him to join us here on the Lou Dobbs Show. His brother, likewise, Jim Dean, has declined to respond to our 5 entreaties. And that's peculiar because after launching a ridiculous attack on me earlier this week, designed to, in the enlightened left view, to drive me from the airwaves, Howard Dean, did I say Howard Dean? Has been strangely silent. Anyway, just listen to what he had to say to, over or under Olbermann. By the way, the over the under goes on the meds. Here is Howard Dean.
I would venture to guess that 90% of the people who are shaking their fists and shouting down congressmen didn't vote for Obama in the first place. Mm-hmm. There's a huge generational change going on in this country, and these are the folks that are very uncomfortable with it. So, look, it's just not Obama's fault. He tried to get the GOP to cooperate. They're not interested in cooperating. Chuck Grassley bragged that he's sending the bill to the bottom, and he's one of the good guys, supposedly. So this it's not going to work. We're going to have to pass this thing with a very big majority that the American people gave us. And this very vocal minority is going to have to custom itself to the change. And they will, because an awful lot of them are already on a government-run program. It's called Medicare, and they like it.
And they like it. Well, now that's an interesting thing, isn't that? I mean, independent Americans, did that sound even remotely rational? Listen to what he said. There's a generational change going on in the country, and the folks who are uncomfortable with it are the ones objecting. Oh, I get it. So they're either not indicative of who is out there in the country. They're not, it's a generational thing, or they're evil mongers, or they're idiots, or you don't deserve to be represented, or as Senator Specter said, they're not representative of this country, and therefore, you have to listen to them, but then go ahead and dismiss them. This is the kind of nonsense that's being spewed from the left. What's driving them crazy is your voice is being heard. So I urge you, call your congressman, call your senator, and let them know what you think about health care as it's postulated by this administration and the Democratic leadership of Congress, if you can call it leadership. The guy's running it anyway. It's these partisan operatives are only half of our problem, by the way. The other part is their partisan hack friends in the national liberal media, doing their bidding, suspending critical judgment. And lately, they've gone beyond the garden variety stupidity and bias into realms that are somewhat shocking, even for me. And I'm not shocked easily, as I've said. Brace yourself for this. It's MSNBC's, some of the company that Keith Olbermann has spawned. Ed Schultz.
Sometimes I think they want Obama to get shot. I do. I really think that there are conservative broadcasters in this country who would love to see Obama taken out. They fear socialism. They fear Marxism. They fear that the United States of America won't be the United States of America anymore.
Yeah, I wonder why that there could be any concern about that, Ed, huh, old buddy? Well, you've outdone yourself, and where is the national media on this? Where's Media Matters? Not a one of them raises their voice or takes note of this absolutely vile statement by Ed Schultz. Not a word. But anyway, I mean, we ought to know. I mean, basically, this administration has embraced MSNBC after General Electric made a gift of MSNBC as a conduit for the Obama administration. I don't know what it cost. I wonder if they get a write-off. They just handed over MSNBC to this party this administration, this political part of the spectrum. Most of the outrageous stupidity emanates from the fringe over there, the fringe left talking heads. They are the official house organ now of the Democratic Party, the left wing of the Democratic Party. Let me remind you, Schultz, Watson, Oberman, Matthews, the list goes on. And this thing, I mean, this isn't, I don't even know what you would call this thing. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to this.
I felt this thrill going up my leg.
People who listen to Cornyn or Dobbs or fantasize with Beck about poisoning their way to a Democrat-free world.
I think some of the people are upset because we have a black president.
I really think that there are conservative broadcasters in this country who would love to see Obama taken out.
How much of a factor is the stuff that's out there in the right-wing megaphone contributing to this?
Well, I'm getting one of those thrills I get about America. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say this, and I'm getting it again.
You start to wonder whether, in fact, the word socialist is becoming a code word, whether or not socialist is becoming the new N-word.
Conservative activists next week say they plan to hold tea parties to proverbially teabag the White House.
It's going to be teabagging day for the right wing, and they are going nuts for it.
I'm saying it again. I'm getting a thrill.
Oh, man, I tell you, MSNBC. I remember a time when folks worried about Paul, that was great, but I just, it was wonderful. But I got to say, I remember when there was a time when journalists worried about not being sufficiently skeptical of power, not speaking enough truth to power, not being seen as a conduit for power. MSNBC is an absolute embarrassment to every value and ideal of any part. I mean, even the media that is, take, for example, the New York Times, the Washington Post, NBC, CBS, ABC, they're all liberal, but my God, they can't even keep up. MSNBC, M may stand for, or S maybe, for speed, at which, they don't want to provide just a conduit. They want big bandwidth as a conduit for this administration. Let's hear what you think about it all, folks. It's Let It Fly Friday. It is America, by God, so let's talk about it.
America voted for change. Now, as a new president sets his vision, what change will we see? What promises must he keep? What future will he build?
I promise you, we as a people will get there.
Watch MSNBC and understand the power of change.